everybody, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to the layout, as you can see in front of you, for what is going to end up being the last layout update that I put out on this layout on the channel, officially anyway. And I'll get to that in a moment, but I want to start by saying we recently passed a pretty big milestone on the channel. We have been doing this for over 10 years now. In December of 2025, we hit the 10-year mark. I'm very happy to share in that with you guys. I would have made a video about it, but I was busy getting married, so that's a thing. Very excited about that. At this point, it's more important to me to get things moving again than it is to focus on one video. Here it is with the layout update. Now, the footage that you're going to see in a few minutes is going to be I was working over here in the Quarry section next to the Las Cruces station down here. If my math is right, that was filmed about 2 years ago. It's been a minute. Things have been very busy. Things have been very hectic. A lot has been going on. And I haven't really had the chance to do a whole lot. But I think that's changing now. A few things have changed, and a few things are continuing to change that are going to mean that I might actually be able to do some cool things this year. So I'm very hopeful to bring you some cool content coming up. But I say the last update on this layout, and I do mean that. Unfortunately, this layout is built at my grandparents' house, and they want to rebuild the floors. Because I don't know if you've heard in my videos, but the floors sure have been creaky. I'm not surprised. It decreases the resale value of the house by a pretty substantial factor. So they're going to be redoing the floors up here. In order for that to happen, layout's got to go. And I knew that was going to happen eventually. In addition to that, I don't live close anymore. I used to live 10 minutes from here, maybe 20. I live like an hour away. And actually, I'm about to move again, and it's about to get worse. That being said, that doesn't mean that I'm ending my model railroading career. I have a couple of projects in mind, and one of them is, well, actually by the recording of this video, well underway. We are very far along with a project that will be, some videos will start to come out soon. It's more of a matter of how quickly I can edit them than it is how quickly we can build the project. But we do have a very cool project coming soon. I really hope you guys enjoy, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, the Harrisonville layout, as I've come to call it, is coming to a end for me. Like I said, we'll get to down the road a little bit further what is actually happening with this. But in the meantime, I want to go ahead and get to the actual update, the last thing that I filmed, never ended up posting. So here's that footage right here. Today, we're going to get started with this layout update with a little bit of adjustments. Now, this corner of the layout has been basically void for quite some time, far too long. It used to be a quarry a long time ago, but a long time ago I got rid of it. And for the longest time I was thinking I might put a little pond here, but I've kind of come to realize I have vacuumed this area multiple times, and I don't think a pond is going to happen. So I'm going to put the quarry back in. I've got some tidying up to do first, though. Usually a lot of junk is piled up here, but I've kind of cleaned some stuff out as of lately. But we've got a couple things to do. So apparently this has come off again. Let's just reattach it there. And then this truck, you know, I'm going to actually use this truck. I'm going to move this truck into our scene. And then all these bushes need to go. So I kind of had that vaguely like that. I like that. Not too shabby. So I'm gonna take this building and I'm gonna just adjust it slightly. I've never liked how this building is sat. That's a bit better. I think that's actually a lot closer to what it was a long time ago originally. And then, in all honesty, I may pull these trees entirely. Yeah, I like that. And then we can put this car there. There was a fence. Where'd that fence go? Alright, fence. Okay. Alright, and then what if I did... some very, very small... It's very close to the tracks. So just some very, very small clumps of greenery to kind of keep that in place. There we go. It'll also kind of hide that ugly line. Alright, and then I put my building up right about like that. Alright, there we go. Get our couple of cars in. Alright, and that's not looking too bad. Alright, bringing our attention over to the quarry. So originally, this was a little crossing, grade crossing. I don't know that I have enough things to put there anymore, but maybe I might end up doing that. But for right now, I've got a bunch of rocks, and I am going to simply, well, here, let me, yeah. Put a bunch just on the ground over there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this bulldozer kind of pushing everything over. There it is. It's just going to be pushing stuff over. Let's do kind of another section of a bunch of rocks, a bigger pile right here maybe. Where we're going to have an excavator digging into it. And then we've got our bigger truck here. Oh, there's actually a nice little natural hill there that I can use. And the truck can be in the process of getting filled up. Alright, that doesn't actually look half bad. It's a little on the emptier side, but it's not terrible. But I'm just gonna have these fellas cleaning up the last of this other little pile over here, I think. Yeah, like that. There we go. Some dudes doing something. Alright. Alright, so I think that comes out pretty good. Alright guys, so with that, like I said, that was it. That was the last of the layout. Unfortunately, since then, I've actually had to take some of those detail work that I did apart. Since the last that y'all saw on the layout updates, the layout's kind of not doing so hot over the last, year or so. It's been a little rough. Like I said, I've been very busy. Life happens, but that doesn't mean that we can't model railroad. It just means that sometimes you have to take a break. And the break has happened for me, and I am ready to get back to it. So I'm going to go ahead and announce today that there is a big project that is coming. Hopefully within a week of posting this, though I'm not exactly sure when this is going out yet, we will hopefully be uploading a video about the new project, which is an in-scale layout built on a kitchen table. We didn't have enough space in my apartment. I live with my now wife and my roommates. I've gotten my roommate into model railroading. Very excited about that. Excited for you guys to see the beginning of his journey as well. But he got started over the Christmas break. He got a little in-scale set to go around their Christmas village that they set up. We had that going around in the apartment, and it kind of got him hooked. And so we've got a little in-scale project in the works. I'm very excited to bring that to you again. Like I said, hopefully within about a week of this video going out, you'll see that. I can't give you an exact date right now, but we'll see what happens. In addition, there's a couple of other projects and events happening this year that I do hope to be able to put out onto the channel. As of right now, I'm not going to reveal anything other than the N-Scale project, just because the N-Scale project is, again, substantially built at this point. I know for a fact that that's happening. And as long as I get around to editing it, it's going to be fine. But everything else, I'm going to go ahead and leave undiscussed as of yet. But as soon as you guys are ready to know, I'll let you know. But for right now, just know I've got some cool projects in the works that you guys should definitely stay tuned for. And lastly, like I said, the layout is coming down. I've known that the layout's days are numbered for a couple years now, and at this point, it's time for it to go. It's time to upgrade. I do not plan on switching scales. I'm going to stay in HO scale, and we're going to start working on a new project, hopefully at some point in the near future. But what I will say definitively is what's happening with this layout. Well, what's happening with this layout mostly is... I'll probably show some B-roll of it right now, but the mountain section, this original section over here of the layout, the mountain and the town and things like that, and then another section, the last edition, the like city area with the drive-in theater and stuff like that over there. Those two sections are going to actually be saved. They're going to be going to my brother. Any of this that he wants. Of course, I'm going to let him take the bones of. Some of the buildings, we're gonna split things down the middle for a lot of it, trains and buildings, but the big thing is the table itself. I don't really want any of the table itself. I love this layout. It's been amazing. It's been such a cool layout, and I definitely want to do some more videos on it before we get rid of it, talking about the lessons that I've learned from this layout. And there will be a tour. Actually, it's what I'm about to film after I film this. Don't know when it's going to get edited, of course, because, you know, life happens, and editing is hard. There will be a tour for this layout before it gets pulled apart, but the point is that portions of this layout are definitely going to be living on. My brother wants to take some of this and rebuild it, and I'm going to help him be able to do it. But he's going to have to do it all on his own. Maybe at some point in the future, I can do a video with him showing off the layout in its new home. But like I said, there's still a little bit more content to do on this layout, and there's definitely some pretty big projects in the works down the road, hopefully. But yeah, like I said, I don't plan to go anywhere. The one thing I will say about this channel, after 10 years of doing it, I don't plan to quit. I don't ever plan to quit. The whole goal of this channel isn't to make a ton of views. It isn't to do a whole bunch of YouTube-y stuff. It's really just to document my model railroading journey. That's all this really is. And if anything more develops from it, awesome. At any rate, again, it is my journey that I want to film, and it's going to be very exciting. And I'm very excited to bring you the next chapter of the channel. So with that, it's not quite goodbye with this layout yet, but we're getting real close to the end. This is the last official update. And with that, I will leave you guys. We'll see you in the next one, which will hopefully be soon, on the N-Scale project. Later, everybody.